Hi, I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. In today's video, we are going to open our Think Pink box number 24. Alright, so today is February 2nd, Friday the 2nd. So this box has gotten here quite fast again. I have seen a couple of unboxing videos pop up from the UK mostly. I think I've seen a couple pop up from the US, but not that many. So, yay. All right, let's get her open so that I can go and watch those unboxings. All right. Aw, such a cute little package. Look at that, little black and white polka dots. All right. Oh, where can I put this? Oh my goodness. All right, let me put this right here. Okay, so start with a fresh page. So this is subscription box number 24. It contains 2.5 meters of fabric, and there are 3 colorways this month. And of course, on the back of this card, there's a QR code for the ebook that accompanies the box, so I'll go have a look at that. Ooh, a treat. Irish oat granola bar. Gluten and wheat free. That's always good. Can you see that? There we go. It's substantial. I like that. All right, then we've got a dressmaking pencil. There you go. Hopefully that's going to focus. I love these. Love these. Are these stickers? I think these are stickers. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, they are stickers. So a bobbin sticker, a dress form in pink, some buttons, and my heart beats to sew. Oh, I love this. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to stick these onto in here. Love it. Oh, come on, get back in there. There we go. Very cool. And here's my thread. So black. And the fabric. Oof. I have no idea what the other colorways are, but I absolutely love this. So this is like a black background with white, gray, and beautiful blue flowers. And it's a viscose. It feels like, hold on. Yeah, it's definitely a viscose, but it's a viscose twill, I think. Because it's definitely not a challis, because it's got, yeah, more weight to it than a challis. It's still got the amazing drape of a viscose or a rayon. But yeah, a viscose twill is, yeah, it's just got more body to it, more weight to it. It's a lot easier to sew. Actually, a rayon twill is probably my favorite fabric to sew with and to wear. Like, you can make flowy pants with this. You can make shirts and nice tops. And look at this. And I'm sorry for looking at myself, but I am really loving these colors on me. Oh my goodness, 2.5. What to make, what to make. I can make a, I can make a winter garment with this because the viscose twill has more weight to it. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel like I have to make a summer garment with this. And the colors I think would be perfect for winter and then into spring. It would also be good for the summer. I love this. Okay. I wish I could ask you guys for ideas. But I can't because I'll come back in this video with hopefully a finished garment. So I'll have a listen or a read of the ebook. I'll watch Andrea's video that she always links in the ebook. And then I'll flip through my patterns and hopefully inspiration is going to strike. And yeah, I'll get going on something beautiful with this. I absolutely love this. All right, so I will see you in, well, a couple of seconds for you, but hopefully not more than a couple of weeks for me. I'll see you then. And I'm back, but I'm not wearing what I made because it is completely inappropriate for this season. So, because I filmed the opening of the box quite a while ago and I forgot to rewatch it before recording this, I have no idea what I was thinking of making with the fabric. I have to say that I was very tempted to go the very safe route and make myself a top, a blouse, something I'd made before. Yeah, I mean, a patina blouse in this viscose twill would have been gorgeous. A Be Mine top by Pattern Emporium would have been really, really nice. A Vernon shirt that you all know I absolutely love would have been gorgeous. But then I started thinking, get out of your comfort zone a tiny little bit. Try something different. At the same time, or around the same time, I was listening to the Spring Trends podcast episode by the Tipsy Sewists. And they were talking about one of the trends this spring was maxi skirts. And they talked about the mave skirt by True Bias. I have the mave skirt pattern. I even made it maybe, I would say at least 3 years ago. It was very early in the pandemic, so it might be even 4 years ago. And I hated it. Now the mave skirt, the maxi length, you can do with the tiers, or you can do just one long tier. And that's the one I made. And I just did not like it at all. I even chopped it to the knee, still did not like it. So yeah, I basically put that pattern right out of my mind. But when I listened to that podcast and started thinking about the pattern, I was like, maybe a long, like maxi tiered skirt would be a lot of fun for this summer. So I went through my stash. I didn't want to cut right into my gorgeous, gorgeous fabric. So I went through my stash and I found another viscose twill. Was it a viscose twill? I think it is. From Blackbird Fabric that I bought eons ago now during one of the remnant sales. I had 2.2 meters of the fabric. The pattern calls for 2.5. But usually, you know, you can squeeze a pattern out of a little tiny bit less fabric. So I cut the mave skirt out of that fabric. I didn't have enough for pockets, but I don't like floppy pockets in a viscose fabric anyways. So that was not, you know, a deal breaker for me. So I finished the skirt, like my wearable muslin, if you will. And then I was like, ooh, I need a t-shirt to wear with this. So then went through my stash once again, and then I found a Tencel cotton lycra blend that I had bought from Core Fabrics in the perfect wine color. So I whipped up a Concord tee and made an outfit. And I liked it. I thought it was really nice. The skirt was nice and flowy and, you know, a little bit long, but I figured if I want to wear it with like a tiny heel or a sandal or something, it would be perfect. But I still wasn't 100% sure. So I kept looking at the pictures of me in the skirt and I kept trying it on. I'm like, oof, do I really want to do this? Do I not want to do this? And then finally, it was getting close to the time where I really needed to cut my fabric if I was going to have this video out at the end of the month. So I just took a deep breath and cut another mave skirt out of the Think Pink fabric. I already had the perfect Concord tee in my wardrobe. I made this blue Concord tee in late summer, early fall last year, if I remember correctly. And the two pair beautifully. Now, I like my second mave skirt, but for some reason, I prefer the first one. And I don't know why. It's a beautiful skirt. It looks, you know, it's the exact same pattern in the exact same size. But yeah, I like my second one a tiny bit less. So if you don't know about the pattern, so again, it's from True Bias. It's a maxi midi knee length. You could even make a mini skirt. You can do just one big long tier, or you can add a couple of tiers. It's got a 2-inch waistband, elasticated waistband, which I love. I like a chunky waistband when there's an elastic in there. And I like to, like, I sew the seams down on the side, in the back, just to kind of hold the elastic in place. Yeah, lovely, lovely pattern. I made a size 18. I did shorten it considerably. Now, let me look at my notes to see. So, on the first version, I shortened the bottom 2 tiers each by 1.5 inch, but it was still too long. So I ended up chopping 2 inches from the bottom tier after I sewed it all up together. So basically I removed 5 inches total for this skirt. When I cut my second one though, I cut 2 inches from the top tier. Yeah, the top tier, and then 1.5 inches out of the other 2 tiers, just to make sure I was balancing it out better. And yeah, got the length that basically just grazes the floor when I'm not wearing shoes. So if I'm wearing a tiny heel, it'll be good. Besides that though, I made 0 adjustments to a size 18. Now, I can't remember what the measurements were exactly, but I ended up sizing down just because the pattern I had printed was in the lower range and the biggest size was 18. And I was not in the mood to reprint, stick together, and all of that good stuff. So I just went for it and made a size 18. I mean, I picked the elastic based on my waist measurement, not what the pattern said to cut. And there's plenty of room in the hips. It's very, very comfortable. All right, let me show you the skirt up close. So here's the chunky waistband, which I love. Isn't this fabric beautiful? I mean, because it's a busy print, you can hardly see the seams for the tiers. Also, I tried, because it's on my Make 9, I tried a baby hem on my sewing machine with my rolled hem foot. Ran out of patience. It did not want to work at all. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it wasn't working. And I really wasn't in the mood. Like, the hem on this skirt is long, and I mean long. I was not in the mood to do like a 1/4 inch and then a 1/4 inch. So I went I didn't go the lazy route, but I decided to go with a bias tape finish at the hem, but I didn't have the perfect bias and I didn't have enough fabric left to make some. So I had this Specky Seamstress bias tape in my stash. I've had it for a long, long time. And I mean, it's blue, it's got flowers, it sort of matches, and I mean, unless it's really, really windy and my skirt is, you know, flying all over the place, nobody's gonna see this bias tape. And it was a lot easier to finish that way. Plus, it adds a little weight. So like the skirt just falls down, which is nice. Now, the tiers. Let's talk about gathering, shall we? When I made the first version of the skirt, I finished it, and another reason why I wasn't sure I was going to make another one was I was a little bit sick and tired of all of those gathering stitches and then gathering the fabric in and then sewing those gathers in. I was like, oh my goodness, so tedious. Well, as I was thinking about not making the mave skirt because of all that gathering, Christine from Christine Sews a Lot put out a video on how she gathers on her serger, and she does an amazing demo of it in her video. So I took out my user manual from my serger and looked up how to do a like gathering basically on the serger, tried it on a piece of scrap, and perfect. Perfect. So my second mave took probably half the time that my first one took because I was able to gather on my serger, and it literally, like, I didn't have to fuss with the threads at all. It just gathered to the perfect ratio. All I had to do is pin it, sew it, and I was done. So thank you, Christine. Saved me a ton of time. All right, well, that's yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about my beautiful, beautiful mave skirts with an S and my two new summer outfits. I don't think I would even wear this in the spring because in the spring it rains a lot and then it gets muddy, and I wouldn't want to wear a maxi skirt in the spring here. But it'll be amazing this summer. Like when I go to like a casual family barbecue or just hanging around the house, or yeah, it's going to be a really, really good couple of outfits. Even for working from home, like those skirts are really comfortable. And because it's viscose, well, they are now nice and breathable and flowy and will keep me cool. So I'm very excited about my new summer outfits. All right, so what do you think of my mave skirts and my two summer outfits? I would love to know. Leave your comments down in the comments box below. Also, if you're a Think Pink subscriber, what did you make with your fabric this month? What colorway did you get? Because there were 3 colorways if I remember correctly. So which one did you get and what did you make with yours? I would love to know. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please give the video a like on your way out if you liked it, and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks again, and I will see you soon.